I'm Sherard. I'm a fashion model. I'm a artist as well as a television show host. A little bit about me. I started my career in the area of fashion way back in 1997. I actually owned my own modeling agency, and it kind of gave me the opportunity to be able to learn the business about modeling, not just on the model side, but also on the business side, which led to many gigs and me being able to travel all around the world to be a fashion model. I'm a dreamer. You know, I like to dream about what I want to do, and then I like to do it and then talk about it. I don't like to turn around and just say, I'm gonna do this and do that. My mom always told me, you know, either you're a gunner or a done-doner. You know, either you're that person out there that's done it and is talking about it, or somebody that's gonna do it and still talking about it 10 years down the road. How does the Sherard Show separate itself or stand out from other shows? Well, first of all, it's a show with substance. Not saying other shows aren't without substance, but you can really learn some things from the Sherard Show. Like, say, for example, if you're a singer and you've been out there singing for a long time and you don't know how to ascertain your big break or put yourself in a situation to get a big break. I may just have a celebrity on the show that has been in the same spot you've been in, and now you know how to relate with their story and put yourself in a position to be able to get your big break. Wow, it's a long list, from Stevie Wonder stopping by the show to the Impressions. We had the legendary Jerry Bell, Tim Bagley stopped by the show. We've had just so many different individuals, it's hard to even keep up. The Emotions have stopped by the show. We had Frida Payne, Linda Clifford. So many people have stopped by the show just to talk about their experiences. It's been really wonderful. It's been one heck of a journey. You know, I started off the show with just nothing. I mean, you know, when the Sherard Show first started out in Chicago, you know, nobody believed in the show. And I'm interviewing somebody, you know, my stomach's growling, you know, not much money in my pocket, living a life like, you know, things were better than what they were, you know, while I'm trying to find out where my next meal is. You know, it wasn't an easy journey. And, you know, all the while, you know, leaving my little family back in Chicago, you know, 2,000 miles away, you know, while I'm fighting to scratch just off of a dream. You know, it all started off with a dream. You know, I was a man that, you know, I just always believed that there was always something better, you know, out there. It wasn't always about, you know, selling drugs. It wasn't always about, you know, sticking up somebody. It was just about trying to make a better life for your family. So, you know, my mom, God rest her soul, you know, I just was sitting down with her back in '97, I'll never forget it. And, you know, we were watching a show called Vibe, and, you know, she told me, you know, on that show, it was Tyson Beckford was on that show, and she told me, you know, son, you can do that, you know, that's you right there, you know. I can see you sitting in that couch in New York City, being that next Tyson Beckford. So, you know, from that moment on, I was very inspired. You know, the next day I bought a suit and I got out there and I was auditioning at Aria Modeling Agency. You know, I didn't get it. You know, I didn't get the gig. As a matter of fact, you know, it was many rejections later before I finally got my first modeling contract. What's next for the Sherard Show? Well, we're definitely going to be looking to do things in Europe in the coming year, as well as trying to be in as many households as possible so people can know more about my struggle, but also hearing about your story. I want to know more about your story and about the things you've done, and maybe I can help you to be able to get to where you got to go. Because, you know, I've always learned something. My mom always told me in life, you know, if you're not in the process of helping somebody, you may be in the process of just hurting somebody. And you want to be able to be in a scenario where you can always look to be of service to someone. Because the only prayer that you know you can guarantee that God will always answer is when you ask God to use you. That's the one that He'll always answer. So I always like to be able to put myself in a position, no matter how high or how low I am, to be able to help someone.